Hey guys, welcome back to Bedtime Cozy Tales. The forest waits. Not in any ordinary way, but with a kind of quiet patience that makes the air itself seem to hold its breath. Night has draped its velvet across the world, and the first silver threads of moonlight slip through the canopy, tracing patterns along the forest floor. Each leaf, each branch, seems alive with a gentle pulse, as if the forest is breathing alongside you, watching, waiting. You step softly onto the path, the earth cool beneath your feet. Your footsteps are nearly swallowed by the soft rustle of leaves, the occasional creak of branches bending in the night breeze. It's a forest like no other enchanted forest, though the word itself barely touches the sensation of being here. You feel it immediately. The quiet hum of life beneath the stillness, the faint shimmer of unseen eyes glimmering in the shadows. A subtle scent drifts through the air, sweet and earthy, tinged with something almost floral but not quite. You breathe it in slowly, letting it calm you, let it slow the world down. Your eyelids feel heavier with every exhale, every soft rustle in the branches drawing you deeper, gently, toward the heart of the forest. The path winds in gentle curves, never straight, never hurried, leading you over moss-covered stones and past trees so tall they seem to scrape the sky. You notice how the moonlight catches on the bark, silvering it like old wood polished over centuries. Some trees twist in unexpected ways, their trunks forming arches, loops, and natural corridors. When you walk beneath them, it feels as though the forest is guiding you, and you surrender to it willingly. Somewhere far above, an owl begins its nightly song, a low, rolling coo that echoes softly through the trees. You imagine it observing you from the shadows, a quiet guardian in this realm. Its eyes, so luminous and still, catch the moonlight in perfect circles, and you feel a curious comfort. As if nothing here wishes you harm, the undergrowth rustles slightly to your left, a gentle movement that suggests life just beyond sight. Perhaps a fox, or a deer, or something more elusive creatures that belong to this forest in a way that humans only observe but never truly inhabit. You keep walking, not in haste, but in a measured, drifting rhythm. Your senses sharpen without effort. The crunch of dried leaves, the subtle scent of mushrooms, the faint, almost metallic temps of night-blooming flowers. Time seems to lose meaning here. Minutes stretch into longer moments, and the steady cadence of your breath begins to synchronize with the forest itself. You notice the soft luminescence of tiny insects, floating slowly in the dark like specks of gold dust. They hover above the ferns and reeds, tracing invisible paths, their light pulsing in gentle waves. You follow one with your eyes until it disappears behind a cluster of birch trees, leaving a trail of soft radiance in your imagination. Ahead, a narrow stream glimmers, reflecting the moon in rippling silver. The water moves slowly, whispering over smooth stones, carrying the faint scent of moss and wet earth. You kneel for a moment, letting your fingers brush the surface, feeling the cool liquid, the current gentle against your skin. The sound of the water is hypnotic, rhythmic, a lullaby of the natural world. It soothes, and yet it invites curiosity, urging you forward along the winding banks where the forest opens slightly to reveal a glade. This glade is small but perfect. Moonlight spreads across the soft grass, illuminating clusters of flowers whose petals seem to glow faintly, as if they remember the sun even in the depths of night. You notice how the air here carries a faint hum, a vibration you can feel in your chest rather than hear. It is subtle, a resonance that invites you to sit, to rest, to simply exist in this space without expectation or need. You settle into the grass, letting your body sink into the gentle softness. The forest closes around you, not with walls, but with a gentle enfolding, as though it is wrapping you in a quiet, protective embrace. The sound of the stream, the cooing owl, the faint rustle of distant leaves, it all blends into a symphony of night. You exhale slowly and feel your heart pulse in sync with the subtle rhythms of the forest. A breeze drifts through, carrying a whisper of movement, a scent of something sweet, almost like honey or warm bread, something familiar yet impossible to place. It drifts past your face, and you turn your head slightly, imagining who or what might be moving through the trees. But there is no fear here, only curiosity, a gentle opening of your senses to the world around you. As you lie back on the grass, the canopy above seems to stretch infinitely. Moonlight filters through in shifting patterns, and shadows dance lightly on the forest floor. You notice how each leaf seems to catch a sliver of light differently, as though even the smallest elements of this forest have stories, memories, or dreams of their own. You imagine what they might whisper to each other when no one is watching, their quiet conversations riding the wind in words too soft for human ears. Fireflies begin to gather, weaving intricate patterns in the air above you. They move deliberately, almost ritualistically, and you follow their dance with a sense of awe. Each blink, each flicker, seems like a punctuation in a story you cannot yet fully understand. You feel your thoughts growing slower, the busy chatter of the day fading into a soft murmur, leaving only the present, the forest, and the gentle rhythm of your own breathing. Somewhere nearby, you sense movement again, not sudden or startling, but deliberate, thoughtful. Perhaps a deer stepping lightly through the undergrowth, perhaps a fox circling silently, or perhaps something entirely beyond ordinary imagination. You watch, waiting, letting the forest reveal itself in its own time. A faint glow appears between the trees, subtle and warm. It flickers like a distant lantern or a small flame moving slowly across the darkened forest floor. You feel no need to approach quickly. Instead, you rise slowly, each step measured, every sound amplified in the quiet night. The light grows brighter as you move closer, revealing a small clearing where mushrooms cluster in spirals, their caps emitting a gentle luminescence. The air here feels heavier with magic, as if the very soil holds secrets and dreams. You step into the clearing, and for a moment, everything is still. The breeze pauses, the stream falls silent, the owl ceases its song. It is the kind of stillness that hums in your bones, that invites reflection and peace. You breathe deeply, feeling the night settle around you. A soft, eternal presence, a gentle cradle of life and magic. And there, in that quiet, luminous space, you understand something simple yet profound. This forest is alive, not just with creatures and plants, but with time, with memory, with the kind of magic that doesn't shout but whispers. And you are a part of it now, if only for a night. A small and quiet witness to its endless wonder. You lie down on the soft grass, looking up at the intricate lattice of leaves and moonlight above. You feel your eyelids grow heavier, the hum of the forest seeping into your mind, and the gentle pulse of life in every living thing surrounding you. You exhale slowly, releasing the last of the day, the last of your worries. You are present. You are still. You are ready. The forest hums. The stream whispers. The moonlight glides. And you, wrapped in this gentle world, begin to drift. Part 2. the glimmering path you awaken. If awakening is even the right word, to the soft glow of dawn or something like it. Though the sky above is still dark, the forest around you seems to have changed subtly. The faint luminescence of mushrooms and mosses has intensified, casting the clearing in a gentle, otherworldly light. Your eyes follow the shifting shadows, tracing the subtle movement of leaves as if the trees themselves are breathing slowly in the quiet. There is a path here now, though it was not so obvious before. It is narrow and winding, edged with delicate ferns and small flowers that seem to tilt toward you as if inviting you forward. The glow of the undergrowth creates faintly shimmering patterns along the earth, guiding each of your steps in silence. You rise carefully, feeling the soft spring of moss beneath your feet, the slight give of damp soil, the reassuring crunch of leaves dot with each step. The air grows warmer, sweeter, as if the forest itself is drawing you toward something just beyond perception. Tiny motes of light hover along the path, floating in the air like miniature stars. You follow them instinctively, walking slowly so as not to disturb their fragile dance. Somewhere nearby, a brook murmurs, its gentle voice mingling with the whisper of leaves and the faint hum of nocturnal insects. You notice a subtle scent, carried on the breeze, a combination of wildflowers, wet earth, and something indefinably sweet like honey warmed in sunlight. You breathe it in, letting it settle deep into your chest, calming every restless thought. The forest seems to pulse gently with your breath, as if attuned to your presence, patient, welcoming. The path curves gently, leading you beneath a natural arch of intertwined branches. Moonlight filters through, catching the edges of leaves and casting delicate patterns on the forest floor. You pause here, taking a moment to look up. The branches above twist in intricate shapes, almost like the fingers of an unseen hand, weaving shadows and light into a quiet tapestry. You notice that some of the leaves shimmer faintly, as if dusted with silver, reflecting more than just moonlight, perhaps something more magical, something alive. Ahead, the path widens into a small glade, and you see it at last. A pond, perfectly still, reflecting the sky like glass. Its surface shimmers with a soft, pearlescent glow, and the edges of the water are lined with lilies, whose petals appear to capture the light, glowing faintly in the darkness. You feel drawn closer, each step deliberate, each footfall a gentle acknowledgement of the forest's presence. As you approach, a small movement catches your eye. A fish rises from the water, its scales glinting like tiny gemstones. It hovers above the surface for a moment, suspended in a strange, quiet grace, before slipping back into the liquid mirror. You realize the pond itself is alive in a way that seems impossibly, its reflection slightly out of sync with the world, bending reality just enough to feel enchanted. Magical, you kneel by the edge, resting your hands on the cool grass. The water ripples gently beneath your touch, sending soft waves across the surface. The reflections shift in response, not only your own image, but shapes you cannot fully identify. Shapes that move deliberately, as if aware you are watching. You feel no fear, only curiosity and a gentle sense of wonder, as though the pond is offering you a glimpse into its hidden depths. A sudden breeze stirs the surface, lifting tiny droplets into the air. They catch the faint light, scattering it like diamonds over the glade. You reach out instinctively, letting your fingers brush through the mist. The droplets are cool, delicate, and somehow alive with energy, leaving a faint warmth where they touch your skin. You inhale slowly, feeling the magic of this place settle into your lungs. Filling you with a gentle calm that is more than comforted, is a quiet reverence, a deep acknowledgement of the world around you. The path continues beyond the pond, spiraling into a grove of ancient trees whose trunks are wide and gnarled with age. Their bark is textured and worn, carved with natural patterns that resemble symbols, letters, stories etched into the wood by centuries of wind and rain. You feel drawn to them, tracing your fingers along the grooves as you walk past, sensing faint vibrations, a pulse beneath the surface. Like the trees themselves are alive with memory. A faint light flickers deeper in the grove, and as you move toward it, the air seems to hum softly. You notice the forest floor shifting subtly, as though the ground itself is breathing. Mushrooms in clusters emit gentle glows, their caps forming tiny lanterns in a range of colors: soft, violet, pale green, gentle gold. You follow the flickering light until it becomes clear that it is not a single source, but a congregation of living lanterns. Suspended in the air by threads too fine to see, the lanterns float gracefully, circling one another, creating a slow, hypnotic dance. They seem aware of your presence, moving around you without collision, forming paths, guiding your steps, even teasing your senses with glimpses of color and light. You pause, allowing yourself to drift with their rhythm, feeling the gentle sway of your body in harmony with the forest around you. As you move deeper into the grove, you notice a faint melody, soft, almost imperceptible at first, like wind brushing across the branches. It grows slowly, weaving into the rhythm of your own heartbeat, drawing your attention to the subtle life around you. The melody is carried not by wind or stream, but by the forest itself, each tree, each leaf, each shimmering mushroom contributing to the quiet symphony. Then, through the trees, you glimpse movement, not the hurried rustle of an animal, but deliberate, graceful motion. Small creatures emerge, creatures you've never seen before. They are delicate, ethereal, their forms flickering with soft light. Some resemble deer with antlers made of thin branches, tipped with glowing flowers. Others resemble foxes with fur that ripples like liquid silver. They move with a quiet dignity, acknowledging your presence without hesitation. You remain still, observing, sensing no need for speech, no need for explanation. The forest and its inhabitants exist here beyond the ordinary constraints of reality. And you, drifting through the glimmering path, are part of it, an observer, a witness, a participant in this slow, deliberate magic. You walk on, letting the lanterns guide you toward a gentle slope where the trees thin and the moonlight touches the earth in broad, silver swathes. Here, the air is warmer, the forest quieter, and the sense of magic stronger. You feel a faint pulse beneath your feet, subtle vibrations that travel up your legs, through your body, coaxing every muscle into calm, gentle relaxation. And there, in the soft silver light, you finally see it, a small cottage, built from stone and wood, nestled between the trees. Smoke rises lazily from the chimney, curling into the night sky, carrying the scent of something warm and familiar: baked bread, herbs, and something faintly sweet. The door is slightly ajar, inviting, but there is no hurry, no urgency. You approach slowly, taking in every detail: the moss growing along the roof, the soft glow of lanterns inside, the gentle creak of hinges in the night air. The forest has guided you here, through light and shadow, through the gentle pulse of earth and leaf. You step closer, feeling the warmth of the cottage, the quiet promise of rest. The door beckons you, not with words, but with presence. A gentle assurance that here, in this small space, you may finally let go of all your waking worries, and as you cross the threshold, the forest behind you whispers its farewell, not in sadness, not in haste, but in a quiet acknowledgement. You are part of its magic now, and it is part of you. Part 3. The Cottage of Whispering Lights. The moment you step inside, the forest's distant hum softens to a gentle murmur, like a lullaby echoing from beyond the walls. The air in the cottage is warmer here, scented with a blend of herbs, honey, and wood smoke, comforting in a way that touches every corner of your awareness. The wooden floor beneath your feet is smooth, worn from years of use, yet it hums softly with the same pulse you felt along the forest path. The interior is modest, yet impossibly cozy. Shelves line the walls, filled with jars of dried flowers, herbs, and powders that glimmer faintly in the light. Tiny lanterns hang from hooks, each one containing a flickering flame that shifts through colors: soft blues, muted golds, gentle greens like miniature auroras frozen in glass. Their glow spreads warmth, yet it does not pierce the quiet. It is a soft radiance, enough to guide your eyes and leave shadows dancing along the walls. You notice a small fireplace in the corner. The flames flicker with a gentle rhythm, never roaring, never dying, sending a delicate heat that embraces the room. The mantel above is lined with candles, each one carefully carved, their wax shapes delicate and intricate, almost like they were grown rather than made. You realize that the entire room seems alive, not with motion, but with intention. Everything here exists for comfort, for quiet, for the slow unfolding of night. A soft creak behind you draws your attention. In the doorway of a small adjoining room, a figure steps into the light. Not threatening, not imposing, simply present. They are cloaked in soft fabrics that shimmer faintly, like woven moonlight, and their face carries the gentle calm of someone who has seen countless nights like this. Their eyes, reflecting the lantern glow, hold a quiet wisdom. They nod toward you, a slow, deliberate motion that speaks of welcome, of patience, of understanding, without words. You sense that they are here to guide, not instruct. They gesture toward a low chair by the fireplace, and you allow yourself to sit, feeling the warmth of the wood beneath you, the gentle heat brushing against your back. Your shoulders loosen, and your mind, still humming with the echoes of the forest, begins to settle further. From somewhere nearby, a soft sound drifts into the room, a melody. Not from any instrument you can see, yet it exists, filling the air like a gentle wind over water. It is both complex and simple, a song of night itself, slow, winding, with pauses that allow the mind to wander. The notes brush against your thoughts, smoothing edges, untangling knots of tension you didn't realize you carried. You breathe in, letting the music sink into your chest, your lungs, your very bones. A table near the window catches your attention. On it rests a small, shallow bowl filled with water. The surface shimmers faintly, reflecting not just the room, but something deeper: visions of the forest outside, of the moonlight dancing across the pond, of the fireflies weaving through the grove. You lean forward slightly, mesmerized, and notice how the reflections shift as though alive, almost playful. Inviting your attention without demanding it, the figure seated across from you tilts their head slightly, acknowledging your fascination. Without speaking, they lift a hand toward the bowl. The water rises, slowly, forming twisting forms that resemble forest creatures. A deer stepping through a stream, a fox slinking along a mossy bank, birds taking flight in slow arcs of shimmering light. The shapes swirl gracefully, each movement fluid, mesmerizing, entirely calm. You feel a gentle pull to participate, though not with words, not with force. You place a hand near the edge of the bowl. The water responds, rippling beneath your fingers as if recognizing your presence. A subtle warmth spreads from your palm, and the forest's energy, the cottage's magic, flows gently through you, anchoring your mind in the present moment, softening every thought into something lighter, quieter, slower. Outside the window, the forest shifts in harmony with the cottage's rhythm. Shadows sway like slow dancers. The pond glows softly, the mushroom's gentle light casting delicate hues over the clearing. You imagine the small creatures, the silver-furred foxes, the delicate deer, the birds of liquid light wandering through the glade, moving without hurry, living without fear. You picture yourself among them, part of their rhythm, one with the slow pulse of night. The figure across from you rises, walking toward a nearby shelf. They retrieve a small book, bound in soft leather and embossed with patterns that shimmer faintly in the lantern light. They return to the chair, setting the book on the table between you. Without speaking, they open it. The pages are filled with flowing script, letters curling and twisting like vines. Yet you can read them effortlessly, as if the words themselves recognize your mind. Entering gently without effort, the story unfolds slowly, deliberately. It is a tale of the forest itself, of the creatures you glimpsed, of paths that wind through time and space in ways human senses can only barely comprehend. You follow every word with ease, your eyes tracing each line as though there were streams flowing through your mind. The sentences describe movements you have already witnessed: the fox in silver, the glowing mushrooms, the pond's liquid reflections. And yet the story continues, expanding into realms you have not yet seen, suggesting possibilities, adventures, quiet marvels just beyond your perception. As the story reaches deeper, you feel a gentle vibration beneath your feet and through the chair. It is subtle, almost imperceptible, but undeniable. The forest is alive in every way, not just outside, not just in the pond or the glowing mushrooms, but here, in this cottage, flowing through you. You exhale slowly, letting the tension of the day, the week, the months, drift away like leaves on a stream. The figure turns a page, and the story shifts. Now it is a journey through hidden groves, secret clearings, and the silent watch of ancient trees. You feel the presence of night creatures, each moving with intention, each aware of you without intruding. The forest outside seems to echo the story. Subtle sounds, leaves brushing, a distant stream, the soft call of nocturnal birds punctuating each line. Each word, a soft glow begins to build along the edges of the room, emanating from no single source. It spreads slowly, touching the ceiling, the walls, the floor. A quiet reminder that magic in this place does not start or end, it simply exists. Like air, like breath, like the slow rhythm of your heart. You rest your head against the chair, feeling the gentle pull of sleep approaching. The figure rises again, moving to the window. They open it slightly, letting in a whisper of cool night air. The scent of the forest drifts in, carrying with it the faint, sweet aroma of moonlit flowers, the damp moss of shaded paths, and the delicate fragrance of the pond's lilies. You inhale deeply, letting it fill every corner of your mind. And the cottage, the forest, the glowing pond, all merge into one seamless, gentle expanse. Your eyes grow heavier, Each blink stretches time, slows the rhythm of your thoughts. You feel your body sinking deeper into calm, into presence, into the quiet embrace of the forest and cottage. The story in the book continues to flow, and yet you do not need to follow every word. You simply exist within it, carried along by its gentle current. Outside, the forest shifts slightly. A fox moves through the shadows, a bird takes flight, and the pond ripples faintly as if breathing. The night deepens, folding around the cottage and around you. You exhale one last time, letting go completely, letting the forest carry you further, guiding you along the slow, deliberate paths of its endless, enchanted night. Part 4. The midnight glade sleep has wrapped around you lightly, like a soft blanket, but the story and the forest continue to drift in your mind. When you next open your eyes, you find yourself not quite in the cottage, and not quite outside either. The air has changed, cooler, with a faint fragrance of night-blooming flowers, sweet and subtle. You are standing on a narrow path of moss and soft earth, illuminated by tiny floating lights, hovering like miniature stars in the dark. The forest around you is deeper here. Trees rise taller, older, their trunks thick and gnarled, roots twisting into the earth like veins of living stone. The canopy above is dense, yet streaks of moonlight filter through, creating moving ribbons of silver across the mossy ground. Every step you take feels deliberate, like the forest itself is guiding you toward something important, something hidden yet welcoming. You notice the soft sound of movement, not hurried or sharp, but deliberate, rhythmic. Shadows shift gently among the trees, and as your eyes adjust, you see shapes emerging. They are delicate creatures, ethereal and slow-moving, their forms shimmering faintly. Some resemble deer with coats of silk and silver, antlers entwined with soft light. Others are fox-like, their fur rippling like liquid moonlight as they move. Each creature seems aware of you but pays you no heed, walking along invisible paths, living quietly within the rhythm of the night. The floating lights begin to gather ahead, forming a kind of corridor or passage. You follow them without thought, your steps measured and calm. The air vibrates subtly, a soft hum that resonates through the soles of your feet, through your legs, through your chest. It is the forest's heartbeat, slow, steady, unhurried, inviting you into the deepest parts of its magic. At the end of the path, a small glade opens before you. Moonlight floods the space, reflecting off a shallow pond whose surface ripples gently as if breathing. Around the edges, flowers bloom even in the dark, their petals catching the faint light, glowing softly in shades of violet, blue, and gold. The air is heavy with the scent of blossoms, of damp earth, of something else, something ancient and impossibly sweet, like a memory of a dream long forgotten. You step closer to the pond and notice movement within it. Shapes glide beneath the surface fish, perhaps, but unlike any you have seen before. Their scales shimmer with all the colors of night, shifting constantly, catching the light in fleeting glimpses of rainbow and silver. They move slowly, deliberately, weaving through the water like threads of liquid starlight. You kneel at the edge and watch, fascinated, your reflection mingling with theirs, your face merging with 1,000 shifting lights. A soft sound draws your attention upward. Above the pond, fireflies rise from the glade in a slow spiral, their tiny lights flickering in time with the pond's subtle ripples. The air fills with their glow, and you realize that the entire glade is alive. Every plant, every stone, every creature moving together in quiet, deliberate harmony. There is no rush here, No urgency, only a gentle unfolding of life in its most peaceful, patient form. You notice a figure standing at the edge of the glade. It is cloaked in the same soft, shimmering fabrics as the one in the cottage, and yet there is something more Hera presence that seems almost entirely made of light, gentle and radiant. They lift a hand, and the floating lights respond, circling and gathering around the figure in a slow, mesmerizing dance. You feel a pull toward them, not commanding, but inviting, like a quiet hand resting against your shoulder, guiding without pressure. The figure gestures toward the pond. You kneel once more, and the water begins to ripple with shapes that rise slowly into the air. Wisps of liquid light form delicate, translucent animals, birds that soar gracefully, deer that step silently, foxes that slink through invisible undergrowth. The shapes hover, spinning gently, rotating in slow arcs, before settling into the soft glow of the glade. You reach out a hand instinctively, and as you do, the shapes respond, spinning in gentle circles around your fingers, delicate as air, warm as the last touch of sun on skin. The figure steps closer, their movement fluid and unhurried. They reach into the folds of their cloak and draw out a small vial, filled with a liquid that glows faintly, like captured moonlight. Without speaking, they tilt it, and the liquid spills into the pond. The water glows brighter, shimmering in a spectrum of colors you cannot name. The ripples reach out, touching every edge of the glade, caressing the flowers, the trees, the moss-covered stones, leaving a trace of warmth and calm behind. A gentle wind stirs the leaves, carrying the faintest whisper of a song. It is soft and melodic, as if the forest itself is singing to you, coaxing your mind to relax, your body to sink further into calm. You close your eyes briefly, letting the sound wash over you, each note smoothing the edges of thought, untangling tension you did not realize you carried. When you open your eyes again, the glade has changed subtly. Paths of glowing moss now wind through the trees, inviting exploration, leading deeper into the forest. You notice faint shapes moving along the path, small, curious creatures, some with wings like delicate glass, some with fur that shimmers faintly in the moonlight. They watch you with quiet eyes, then move along their own paths, living their lives without hurry, without need. The figure gestures again, this time toward the far side of the glade. There, a natural arch of intertwined branches forms a gateway, beyond which the forest seems to open even further. Light filters from unknown sources, soft and inviting, casting shifting patterns across the undergrowth. You feel drawn forward, each step slow, deliberate, your body and mind attuned to the rhythm of the glade, to the heartbeat of the forest, to the gentle, pervasive magic that surrounds you. The air grows warmer as you pass beneath the arch, carrying scents of night flowers, sweet herbs, and something indefinably ancient. The trees here are taller still, their branches forming a delicate lattice overhead, glimpses of the moon shining through in silver streaks. You follow the winding path, noticing the small details, the way the leaves sway, the soft hum of unseen insects, the faint glimmer of mushrooms tucked into the roots. Each step draws you further into the forest's embrace, and you feel a deepening calm settle over you. The world outside, the one filled with noise and urgency, drifts further away. Here, in this enchanted place, time has no meaning. Only the soft rhythm of your breath, the pulse of the earth beneath your feet, and the gentle guidance of the forest exist. The path opens into another glade, larger now, with a shallow stream winding through it. Water flows slowly over smooth stones, catching moonlight in rippling ribbons. The forest's creatures gather quietly along the banks: deer, foxes, birds, even creatures you cannot name, each moving in perfect harmony with the water's gentle song. The figure stands at the stream, motioning for you to pause. You do, letting your gaze drift over the scene, allowing the calm to seep deep into your mind. And as you stand there, bathed in moonlight, listening to the slow murmur of water, feeling the gentle presence of the forest, you realize the simplest truth. Here, in the Enchanted Forest, you are utterly safe. Every sound, every movement, every flicker of light is an invitation to slow, to breathe, to let go. And as you exhale, letting the night carry away your last traces of wakefulness, sleep comes closer, wrapping you in its quiet, unhurried embrace. Part 5. The whispering pool. The night has deepened, but here, in the Enchanted Forest, darkness never feels empty. It is soft, full breathing. The forest hums quietly, as though each tree and stone is alive with its own steady rhythm. The stream beside you trickles in an endless, soothing melody. The air is heavy with the scent of earth and dew, and somewhere in the distance, a low note rises, part wind, part voice, part memory. You follow it. Slowly, the moonlight moves with you, painting your path in silver ribbons, as if the forest itself has chosen to guide your steps. The moss beneath your feet is cool and soft, and every now and then, you pass a flower that glows faintly blue, pulsing once as you near it, then dimming as you move, and as if acknowledging your presence ahead. The forest opens into a wide clearing where the air feels lighter. In the center lies a circular pool, its surface perfectly still, not a ripple, not a movement, just the perfect reflection of the stars above. You step closer. At first, it seems like an ordinary pool, but as you kneel beside it, you notice something strange. The reflection doesn't quite match the sky. There are more stars in the water than in the heavens, dozens, more shimmering and shifting, forming delicate constellations you've never seen before. You lean closer still. The surface trembles gently, as though reacting to your breath. Then, from the depths of the pool, a whisper rises, sounds so faint it's almost imagined. It doesn't frighten you, it feels familiar, like the echo of a lullaby you once heard long ago. The sound swells and fades, its rhythm matching your heartbeat. For a moment, you close your eyes, and in that stillness, you feel the forest speaking not with words, but with presence. It hums softly in your bones, a voice too old for language. You sense kindness in it, patience, and something like joy. When you open your eyes, the pool begins to change. The reflection of the stars slowly swirls, forming patterns, delicate arcs and spirals of light. At first, you can't tell what they mean, but soon, the movement organizes into something unmistakable. The outline of a figure. It's human, but made entirely of starlight. The figure hovers above the surface for a breath, then steps lightly onto the water as though it were solid glass. You should feel wonder or fear, but you don't. You simply watch. The figure moves with impossible grace, each step sending a ripple of light through the pool. It looks at you, not through you, but into you, not raises one shimmering hand. The forest goes utterly still, and then, in a voice soft as wind through leaves, it speaks. Every dream that has ever touched this forest still breathes here. The voice isn't sound, its sensation. You feel it inside your chest. The figure gestures to the trees, to the glowing moss, to the soft mist curling along the ground. Every lost thought, every quiet wish, every hope whispered before sleep, it finds its way here. The forest remembers. You realize now why this place feels familiar. Somewhere, at some forgotten time, you must have dreamed of peace like this. And the forest somehow heard you. The figure's light softens. They lower their hand and kneel at the edge of the pool, their movements slow, reverent. Then, with infinite care, they reach into the water and lift a single droplet into the air. It hangs suspended between you, shimmering with faint hues of gold and blue. When the droplet touches your skin, warmth spreads instantly. It's not hit its memory in that single moment. You remember laughter, the scent of rain, the feel of sunlight on your face, the sound of someone calling your name with love. The feeling fades, but it leaves behind something soft and understanding, maybe. A quiet knowing that all things gentle are never truly lost. The figure smiles. It's the kind of smile that belongs to no single person, but to everything kind and old in the world. Then they begin to dissolve, breaking into threads of starlight that drift upward into the air. You watch silently as those threads scatter, weaving themselves into the forest canopy until they vanish completely. The pool returns to stillness. The forest breathes again. You remain by the water's edge for a long while, listening to the quiet music of the night. Somewhere above, an owl calls softly. Somewhere far away, a stream gurgles over stones. And somewhere within you, something has shifted. You rise slowly and turn back toward the trees. The path behind you is faintly glowing now, lined with soft light as if to guide your way. You take one last look at the pool. Its surface reflects not the sky this time, but you come, serene, luminous in the moonlight. As you walk, the air grows warmer. The forest seems to open wider, branches arching overhead like gentle arms. The moss glows faintly beneath your feet, cushioning every step, and then, faintly through the leaves, you hear the whisper of running water again, steady, rhythmic, peaceful. It leads you onward. Ahead, the sound grows clearer. You push through a curtain of ivy, and the world opens up once more. You find yourself standing before a waterfall. It's not large, not loud, just a gentle cascade. The water tumbling into a pool below, silver under the moonlight. Mist hangs in the air, cool against your skin. You can smell minerals, moss, and wildflowers. The rocks around the water glisten softly, reflecting light like scattered diamonds. You sit at the water's edge, letting the mist settle across your arms. The constant hush of the waterfall fills your mind, erasing every stray thought. Each droplet seems to land with purpose. Each wave spreads evenly, endlessly. The forest's rhythm returns deep, steady. Ancient, it feels like breathing. You close your eyes and let the sound carry you. For the first time in a long while, there is no need to move, no need to think. The night holds you gently, like a mother cradling a sleeping child. Somewhere in the back of your mind, you sense that dawn will come eventually. But for now, there is only this, the whisper of the falls, the cool touch of mist, and the living heartbeat of the enchanted forest. You breathe in deeply, and with that breath, you sink a little deeper into peace. Part 6. The heart of the forest. The sound of the waterfall fades into a hush, as though the forest is pausing to breathe with you. Mist curls through the air in thin ribbons, gliding over your skin before vanishing into the moonlight. The air feels softer, now thicker somehow, as though you're wrapped in something alive. You rise slowly, stretching your hands toward the falling water. The droplets are cool and weightless, sliding across your palms like silk. As they touch your skin, they glow faintly, leaving trails of pale light that fade after a heartbeat. The glow lingers in the air, drifting lazily toward the forest beyond the pool. Something is calling you there, not with sound, not even with sight. It's a pulse, a steady, deep vibration beneath your feet. The heartbeat of the enchanted forest itself. You follow it. The path is narrow, lined with moss that glows softly in hues of green and blue. You step slowly, carefully, the world around you almost too quiet now. No wind, no rustle, only that deep rhythm in the earth, calm and constant. The trees begin to change. Their trunks are enormous, roots winding through the ground like sleeping serpents. Some twist around each other, some arch into tunnels, their leaves silver under the moonlight. The air hums faintly, thick with energy you can feel in your chest. Ahead, the path opens into a vast clearing. You stop. At the center of the clearing stands a single tree taller than any you've seen. Its bark glows with veins of gold that pulse slowly, as if the tree itself is alive and breathing. Its branches spread across the sky, wide enough to hold the moon itself, and each leaf shimmers with gentle light, moving as if stirred by a wind that doesn't exist. This is it, the heart of the forest. You step forward, unable to look away. The ground around the tree glows faintly, covered in soft moss and small, translucent flowers that open as you pass. Their scent is indescribable, something between honey, rain, and the feeling of warmth itself. When you reach the base of the tree, you can feel its power through the soles of your feet. A deep, endless calm radiates outward from it, slow and deliberate. You place a hand on its bark. It's warm the instant you touch it. Something moves through you, a current of light that flows gently from your fingertips, up your arm and into your chest. It's not frightening. It feels like the moment between waking and dreaming, when the world turns quiet and soft. Then, without warning, the forest changes. Light pours from the ground, from the flowers, from the branches overhead. The air fills with floating motes, swirling lazily in golden spirals. They rise into the sky, fade, and return again. Like the forest is exhaling light itself. You close your eyes and feel it all of it moving through you. The sound of wind through ancient leaves, the whisper of water over stone, the steady pulse of roots deep beneath the earth. Every element of the forest seems to hum in harmony, merging into one vast, gentle rhythm. For a moment, you are part of it. You sense the memory of the forest, its endless patience, its quiet watchfulness. You feel the presence of every creature that has ever wandered here. Every whisper, every dream, every sleeping thought that has touched this place still lingers, interwoven with the roots, the soil, the light. It's all one. The warmth inside you deepens. It feels like being held, like the universe itself is breathing you in, then letting you go slowly, softly, endlessly. You open your eyes again. The tree glows brighter now, its branches stretching higher, the light between its leaves flickering like stars. The air is full of sound again, not noise, but 1,000 small harmonies. The flutter of unseen wings, the trickle of distant water, the sigh of moss as it releases the day's last breath. You take a slow step back. The tree's glow settles, returning to its calm, rhythmic pulse. You realize you are smiling. The path behind you glimmers faintly, as if waiting to guide you home. You take one last look at the ancient tree, bow your head slightly in quiet gratitude, and begin walking. The air feels different now, lighter, easier. Every step you take seems to hum softly beneath you, as though the forest remembers you, marking your presence in its rhythm. The trees thin gradually, their trunks giving way to smaller growth ferns, mosses, tiny glowing fungi. The path widens again. Somewhere far behind, the waterfall continues its endless song. And as you walk, you begin to realize something simple but profound. The forest hasn't changed you. It has reminded you what peace feels like, how stillness sounds, what it means to belong to something vast and kind. You breathe deeply. The air is cool but gentle. The forest hums one last time around you, low and soft, like a farewell. When you step beyond the final archway of trees, the night sky opens wide above you. The moon is higher now, bright and round, scattering silver light across the clearing. You find the small moss-covered cottage waiting at the edge of the trees, exactly as before. The door is open and warm candlelight spills through the threshold. Glowing against the dark, you step inside. The air is warm. The same gentle scent of herbs fills the space. A fire crackles softly in the corner, its flames dancing low and steady. The bed waits where you left it, the blanket turned down, soft and inviting. You lie down slowly, the warmth of the fire brushing your skin. The sounds of the night fading into a soft hum beyond the window. The forest breathes with you, even here. Its rhythm echoes faintly in your chest, calm and deep. Every breath you take feels lighter, slower, more deliberate. You think of the glowing pool, the starlit figure, the great tree of light. You think of how everything in the forest seemed to move, together, not hurried, not forced, simply in harmony. And then, as your eyes grow heavy, you realize that the forest hasn't disappeared. It's still here. Inside you, the hum of the roots, the calm of the moonlight, the sound of water, endless and steady. You exhale one last slow breath. And as sleep takes you, the forest takes you too quietly, peacefully, completely. End of a night in the Enchanted Forest.